Hello everybody, this is a short video to take you back over my year from 2020, and in the main it's been pretty good. This is one of the daggers that I made right at the beginning of the year, and then I set off on a journey off to Spain. I was going to a place called Altamira in the main, in the Cantabrian region. I ended up renting this poxy little car which did the job, but it was quite a journey. And as I got there, I found all these caves and mountains and spent the most extraordinary time in Cantabria. I really fell in love with the place. I missed my plane home, but I made the most of it and enjoyed some seafood. Then when I got back, I had some workshops to do. This was a one-to-one, and obviously spending some time trying to fit in being dad, as well as creating some of my craft. This was a particular necklace that I made out of mammoth tooth and antler. And then I set off on a journey. I went into the Clarewell Caves, and it was an extraordinary adventure deep into the ground to find where red ochre comes from. That was all entwined with going to Altamira and looking at cave art. Then I got back and I carried on again with more craft. On this occasion you're looking at some of the bronze work that I do. And what you're looking at there is my jewellery, the bling. Things that are made from the past have inspired me, and I love that part of the journey. And then I had some bow workshops. And I kind of support my income as well with making some bits and pieces with the crafts that I do too. These are some of the arrowheads and axes. Then we all got into lockdown. That's not a picture of me, by the way. So during lockdown, I was on my own. I carried on crafting, and I thought that I better follow the rules and make myself a mask. And I built my structure, which I go and take on shows, into the back garden, and decided that what I would do is I would make some movies and try and entertain people. And then I got into some tanning, and I really had a good time doing this, and I made myself some new clothing, and began to formulate a plan of what I wanted, as well as living in here. And I lived in there for just over 3 months, and I made this bag which was going to be a travel companion, along with the rare visit of the odd friend or two, which was nice, and the time to do such a thing as making polished axes. Anyhow, primitive technology always has a way of holding you, but I had this dream beginning to arise in me to get a vehicle to go out and push on and go to wonderful places around the world that have actually inspired me from the past. This has been a plan for the last 3 years, and when I look back, there's lots of inspiration I can take. And then we came out of lockdown for a short period, just in time for me to put my 4-day ancient technology workshop on, and everyone had a good time, and that was one of the few workshops I actually managed to run. And so the day finally came. I went to pick up my new vehicle, the Harley Davidson Trike. That's my dad sitting on the back, and it's down to him that you're hearing the music that you're listening to, because he's a great musician. Anyway, I set off on my first trip. I thought because we couldn't travel abroad at that particular time, I would live in the wild, and I'd go across over to the West Country, and I'd explore lots of ancient monuments and tumuli, and I had a really great time. And in its very self, it was a great education. I had to drop in on my mate Jeff because I needed a recharge, and he helped me out. That's the Tintagel you're looking at there. I went into Merlin's cave. That was just an extraordinary cave to be in. And this is I can't remember the name of that, but you can see the Menatol and just some of the places I went. And it was about this time that my programme came out with me challenging Ed Stafford out in China from the year before, so that was good fun too. Then I got on with the next leg of my journey, and I went off to find Venus Willendorf. I don't like pretzels. I finally made it into Vienna, and I went to see the magical Venus Willendorf herself, and pushed on into the Czech Republic, sleeping in caves and trying to reproduce her. It was a nice little Petromax firebox that I was using for breakfasts in the morning, and this was one of the images I saw within one of the caves. Living in caves is just extraordinary. They all feel so different, and you can see that the time was weathering on me, but the smile on the face says it all. Moving around on my way home, I visited lots more caves in Bavaria, and just so exciting to find new caves, and finally drinking some Bavarian beer on the way home. And here I am, I'm back, and once again got the fire lit, and I carried on crafting. And throughout my crafting I got into making some raffles, which people have been loving and enjoying. And it starts to bring us round to where we've finally ended up at the end of this year. And all said and done, I can't say it's been too bad for me. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching this short movie, and Happy New Year to you all. And I look forward to sharing whatever I get up to in 2021 as things allow us. And there she is, Venus Willendorf.